So I keep saying people confuse entertainment with research, and what I just knocked out lacks commas, sentence structure, and everything else under the sun because I just don't give a flying fuck at the moment. Let's see if it will post this. It's the same thing I just left on somebody else's, comment section, maybe, and or it may last for a couple seconds and disappear. So these guys are complaining because it's Easter and somebody's shopping around social engineering jargon. So I said, it's a social engineering agenda, and Easter is a celebration of Venus, aka the morning star, aka Lucifer. It's also known as the dawn star, evening star, Lucy in the sky with diamonds, the light bearer. It's got a lot of fucking names. I think I said Lucifer, who is said to have taken pleasure in swaying men and women to cross-dress. It's one of the many things that it's representing, or it is attributed to if you look back in terms of mythology or lore or storytelling, blah, blah, blah. Also see Ishtar, because Easter and Ishtar go hand in hand. They almost sound the same for a very good reason. That's why our masters are shopping around this social engineering horse shit today. Maybe the wording's out of order, who knows. You would know this if you were invested and you researched, but these kids are just reacting. They're as much of a problem as the people who are posting this shit, because they're dumber than a fill in the blank, if you can. Can you? A rock from a hiking trail sitting on a chair. Who fuck knows? So I said the same thing to this gal, because she also reacted. Then you got this, Palestine rights or human rights. I don't disagree with that. Either way, people are fucking stupid. Here's one of them. So I said human rights exist, however, social engineering jargon is what I take issue with. People bought into calling food organic, which opened up the door to genetically modified poison. What I'm getting at is dogs can't be cats and cats can't be dogs. There have always been tomboys and sissies. There's nothing wrong with being gay. Keep in mind, a percentage of people, what we have today is a social engineering agenda, and it's wildly out of hand. It's a binary system. You and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't a fucking binary system, because so long as it's a binary system, it functions and it propagates life. The corruption of the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine will undo all of that. And that's what our masters are up to, because the goal is control and merging man with machine. When I say man, man is an all-encompassing umbrella of man and woman, if you look into it. It's always meant both, because it's a binary system. And yet people will nitpick, you didn't say woman too. People are fucking stupid. Where am I at? So I said, tomboys and sissies, there's nothing wrong with being gay. Even some straight dudes cross-dress. It does happen. And it doesn't harm anybody at all. It's just a poor choice in a lot of ways, when it comes to spring and you got a dude walking around in a dress. It's going to be a rude awakening. It's going to be fucking cold. Your balls are going to shrink, man. Where am I at? With that in mind, cross-dressing isn't a gender. Cross-dressing isn't a race of people, and anybody who urges you to buy into that is asking you to buy into an agenda brought to you by the Tavistock Institute related to eugenics. And if you connected the dots, if people were doing this, they would already see this. They would see where this leads and why this is an agenda. But people aren't doing that. They carry around these stupid fucking phones connected to the goddamn internet, and they don't use either of them as a tool. Instead, they superficially react to things online, typically speaking using fucking emojis, which are social engineering stickers in place to do away with abstract thought. My tongue can't move fast enough to keep up with my brain. And I said, look into it, don't buy into it. Complacency got us this far, and that's why things are well and truly fucked. And here's this cunt. What a piece of fucking garbage. And unfortunately, people that are following me that I know are following this garbage. And that's always alarming. I also just saw a post where it just said trans rights or some stupid shit because somebody else was shopping this around today. What a coincidence. And somebody else who's following this account posted it in their stories. That shit should unnerve you. It should keep you up. It should bother you. And typically speaking, I remove most of these people. One of them, in this case, I've known for a long time. Another one, I think I've known probably like 3 or 4 years. Still, I've kicked a lot of people to the fucking curb. I don't really want to kick either of them to the curb, but they are supporting agendas. By extension, just for following that crap. It's deplorable. It's fucked up. You need to look into it. You need to use the brain between your ears to appreciate what I said tonight. And most people aren't going to do that. Oh, and as always, what the fuck do I know?